Hey Thrivers, I'm Miss Karen and I'm so excited to be here with you today. I hope that you're all doing well and that you enjoyed our last segment with Mr. Darryl and that you've been practicing your soccer, improving your skills and getting lots of fresh air and exercise. If you haven't joined our Facebook group yet, we'd love to have you as part of our group. Just click the link in the comment section down below. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, don't forget to do that and to ring the bell to get notified when we post new videos. Today, we're talking about purpose. When we live a life of purpose, this means that we are intentionally living for God. We are making choices to serve God and honor God each day. Did you know that God created you for a purpose? It's not to watch TV or play video games. It's not to whine or complain or tease your sister or brother. No, it's to serve Him with the gifts and talents that He created you with. Our Bible verse for the day says this: work at everything you do with all your heart. Work as if you were working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23 NERV. Let's say that together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Work at everything you do with all your heart. Work as if you were working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23 NERV. That means that when you're doing your chores, you should do them with all of your heart. You know what that means, don't you? When you're cleaning up your room, don't just shove things into drawers and onto shelves and into your closet. Take the time to do it right. When you're doing school at home, you should do it with all of your heart. Don't just do the bare minimum as quickly as you can. Do your best. If you're helping with yard work or bringing out the garbage and recycling, do your best job. Work as if you were working for the Lord. As we stay home, you might be wondering what your purpose is in all of this. Well, I don't know what that answer is for you, but I do know a couple of things. The first one is that we should read the Bible for clues. It is a guidebook for our lives, and as we read and study it, God will reveal things to us. The second thing I know is that this time at home is a time where we can learn something well and work hard at it. Maybe you've always had an interest in science. Well, this is the perfect opportunity to learn as much as you can, to read and experiment. Maybe you've been wanting to learn some new tricks on your skateboard or learn to ride a two-wheeler, and this is the perfect time. Maybe you've been taking piano lessons but haven't had the time to practice enough to really improve with school and all your activities going on. Well, this is the time you've been waiting for. Maybe you haven't been that close with some of your family members, and now you have time to spend together and grow closer. Whatever the case is for you, let's make the best use of this time that we can. Our bottom line for the day is this: I will live for God and live a life of purpose. Let's say that together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I will live for God and live a life of purpose. Will you bow your head and close your eyes with me as I pray? Lord God, thank you for each day that you give us. God, each day is a gift, and I pray that we would live each day with purpose. Help us to figure out what that is and help us to do our best no matter what we're doing. If we're helping our parents or doing school or learning something new, God, help us to do it well. And we pray this in Jesus' name, amen. We have fantastic messages each Sunday on our Lake Point channel right here on YouTube. And Miss Rachel has done such an awesome job preparing specific content for our preschoolers right up to grade 5. And we would just love it if you joined us on Sunday at 10 a.m. so that we continue to learn about God together from our homes. Today we have an art segment from Mr. Todd, which is really exciting. Mr. Todd is an artist and an author, and he has a really cool class for you. Have fun, Thrivers!
Well, hello Thrivers! How are you guys doing? So I hear you've been doing some cool classes. People have been doing different things with you, soccer and crafts and different things. So Sherry and I, my photographer film crew here, we're going to do some art with you, which is great. I'm happy to do that. I love doing art myself. So actually, I should just tell a little bit about myself. Sherry and I have been going to the church for a long time. We volunteer. I'm the guy that does the chalkboards in the front cafe. So if you see that art, that's my little touch, whatever I can do in the church, because I am not somebody who wants to go on the platform. But anyways, we're gonna have a good time today. I just have a few things to ask you to bring to the place where you want to just sit and do the art. So for me, I usually go downstairs, I get it set up in a nice little corner, turn on some music, and usually when I find a place that I enjoy doing my art, it tends to turn out even better. So while you guys got a couple minutes, think about where you'd want to start to do your art. If it's in your bedroom, outside, maybe on the porch or whatever, somewhere in the kitchen, wherever you want to do it, think about that spot. See if you can run around the house and grab 4 things. Pencil, an eraser, a black marker, and some art paper. Now, it doesn't have to be fancy art paper. It can be even line paper today. Don't stress, don't worry. We're just here to have a good time. So anything that you got, maybe that's white paper, and we're good to go. And I'll see you guys back in a couple minutes. All right, so guys and girls, did you find a spot where you're ready to do your art? You know what? Last time, before you guys went around the house to find your little goodies, I forgot to tell you about myself. I gave a little description, but I am a firefighter, and I've been doing that for 16 years now. I love it, and I am also an artist, and I do children's books. I do these caricatures that we're talking about today. So it's a weird word, caricatures. It basically is a cartoon of a person. And you just kind of make it silly, you make it funny, you exaggerate it, you make it big, you make it small. So these are some of the guys, and these are some of the things that we're gonna look for today. We're not just gonna draw somebody just the normal person. We're gonna do them kind of square. Some of the heads have an egg shape. Some are very, very round. Here's another guy that's very square. So just things like that we're gonna learn how to do. And we're gonna keep it very simple, so don't worry. Again, we're gonna have fun. So this book here says Caricatures. And like I said, they're basically just cartoon pictures. It's so much fun to do. I found this when I was in Disney World. I don't know if any of you have been to Disney World or if you've been to Canada's Wonderland. You'll see somebody sitting there, and what happens? There's 20 people around that artist, and they're smiling and they're laughing and they're giggling at the person that's getting their picture taken. And so you know what? When you do those kind of pictures, it makes people smile. And that's why I love to do it, and I hope you're gonna have fun doing it too. So in just a few minutes, we're gonna start. We're gonna learn how to do the head shape. We're gonna learn how to do eyes, nose, mouth, and ears. So some people have little ears, some people have huge ears. So we're gonna draw them however you see them, okay? So I'll be right back. All right, so we're back. So we've got the head of the person that we're gonna draw. So I hope you're ready. You got your pencils sharpened, you got your erasers there. And again, guys, have fun. Don't worry about it, don't get upset, just practice, because practice makes perfect, okay? So we're gonna do 5 different heads, shapes. And you can, once you start to figure this out, you'll see people and you'll recognize that shape. So the first one we're gonna do is really easy. It is a circle. So that one's very, very simple, right? We're gonna do that one. And as you saw, one of the firefighters that I drew here from Windsor, he was just like that. Kind of a rectangle, sort of a square, but it's more of a long rectangle shape. So that's number 2. Then there's a really weird one, and it looks like a fruit, a pear shape. So we're gonna do a top like that, and then unfortunately with the pear shape, it's kind of got a big chin, big neck. So we're gonna bring it right around and then back again, okay? So that's number 3. The next one is kind of a funny shape, and I'm gonna grab something here to demonstrate. So, how many people know what that is? I'm sure you do. You have them in the mornings or anytime. That is an egg shape. So now the interesting part about an egg shape is somebody's head could be shaped like an egg like that, but you can also flip it over and their head shape goes like this. So their chin is kind of tiny, or their chin is not so tiny. All right? So those are the shapes that we're going to do. There's one very last one. If you want to get really creative and really crazy, adventurous, is kind of like a triangle shape. And I'll show you that one at the end. But those are kind of your basic shapes. This one's probably most common. Then you go here. You see a lot of pairs, and then probably the last 2 shapes right there. Okay? All right, we're back. So I hope you guys practice your head shapes. Now we're gonna do noses and mouth. And again, we'll just keep it simple, not a lot of detail, and then you guys can just keep working and practicing on them, okay? So 3 noses. First we're gonna do the skinny nose. Comes down like this, and around and down and back. So not too hard, okay? Now we're gonna do a nose that's a little wider, because sometimes people have a little wider nose than the long, thin one, okay? So again, this one's pretty simple. You kind of go back and forth like this, and you just loop this, loop that, color those in, okay? That's their nostrils. Okay, and then you go like this, and like that. So you got a wide nose. So you really only have 3 spots. Loop here. Done, okay? So that's number 2. Now, the next one is the most common one. It's very similar to this. The only difference is it's not a big, long nose like that, okay? So we're just gonna go same thing, kind of go down like that, but then we're going to bring those up a little bit like this, okay? So that is the most common nose. You can almost use that in so many different varieties, but usually those are the 3. All right, so I'm just going to draw a line here. Now when you do the mouth is a little tricky, but we're going to try and make it nice and easy for you. I'm just going to do a simple mouth. But sometimes you can make it wider, and some people have a little tiny mouth. Okay? So we're gonna do the lips. So you go up and down, and you bring that across. Okay? That's the top lip. Some people have a skinny little bottom lip. Some people have a wider lip. That's what you do. It's fun to do for the cartoons. So you go down and back. Okay? So that's one. If you have a big smiley face and you want to do a little trick about teeth, I'll show you something nice and easy. So a big smiling face, we're going to go like this. We're going to come around. And now this person's going to have a big smile, big lips. Okay? So instead of drawing all these little teeth in there and going, "Eey, that doesn't look so good," here's my secret. You go like this, you color this little spot in, you color that little spot in, okay? And then you go around like this, and then they have beautiful teeth once you color this all in. So it takes a little time. So what I would suggest is start with a pencil. Once you get it the way you like it, nice big smile, nice teeth, and then you just color it in with a marker. Okay? So now we've done the head, we've done the noses, and we've done the mouth. And then you just choose which one you want to use. Okay? So again, I'll be back in a few minutes. You guys practice those and see how you do. All right, so we are getting there. We're getting all the parts and pieces to this, and then as soon as we do these, we're gonna put them all together and we're gonna draw a little girl and an older man and then somebody else that I have in mind for you. So we are just gonna do right now the ears and the eyes, okay? So with the ears, it's pretty simple. Think the number 3, a J, and a C. Okay? So if you wonder, why is he saying that? It's a little secret to make it a lot easier for you. So first head right there, all you have to do if you want to do ears as a C, you're going to go C like that and a backward C. Okay? So already you've got a set of ears. The next one, you're going to do 3s. That's more the shape of what people have. Sometimes they're skinny, sometimes they're bigger, but you're gonna do like this. There's a backwards 3 and another 3, okay? So there's another shape. The next one is basically you use the C's, like this again, if you like that one. Okay, so you go like this, and just to give a little bit of detail inside there, you draw a letter J. Okay, and the other side, you go here. So it's always backwards too. So the C, 3, and J. Okay? So you know what? Some people have little 3s. Some people have really big 3s. Same thing here. Some people got cute little ears like that. Other people, not so lucky. They get the bigger ears. But anyways, it is what it is. So now we're gonna do one eye up, or 2 eyes up here, okay? So we're gonna do the shape. So you start off with a shape like this. Most eyes are like that, okay? Little girls and moms have big eyelashes usually, pretty eyelashes like this. Inside here you draw like that, the eyeball. And then they have a pupil, a little black part in there, okay? So just like this. So that's an eye. Sometimes when people are really smiling, their eyes kind of go like this. And that's all you see, is just a little kind of squinty eye. So those are kind of fun. You can do them that way. You can have them go up this way. Okay, and you can just practice. You can have them have the eyelashes. This marker is really thick, but with a pencil, it's nice and small. And we're gonna work on this too. But basically, you want to have a shape like this for the eye, and then we'll learn how to do like squinty eyes when people are smiling or laughing or something, and it'll make it fun. Okay, so same thing. We're almost done. So we've got C's, 3's, and J's, and a couple versions of the eyeball. Now we're going to put them all together in a minute. Okay, so if you want to practice this for a little while, and then we'll come back. All right, so we're back and we've done the head, we've done the nose, we've done the mouth, we've done the ears. Now we're going to start doing this little girl. We'll do the full face. And again, just have fun with it. If it doesn't work, try again. No big deal. Okay? So, as we were talking about head shapes, this little girl has that kind of egg shape. And so I already kind of drew it out here before we had a break. So you see I did these lines. Sometimes this really helps. If you just do in pencil, little light lines, kind of where her eyes would go, where her nose would go, where her mouth would go. That really helps you out because you can always erase that after, but it kind of gives you an idea of where things go. So let's draw her down here, and we're going to put the hair on her this time too, okay? So we're going to start again with the shape, out, back to her chin, out, and back again to her chin. Okay, now we're going to do the nose. The nose again is one that we've done before. It's kind of like a little button nose. It's small. I'm going to try and do it with this marker here. So we're going to go like that, and then hers come around like this.
That looks like a V, Todd.
Yeah, like a V. Exactly. And then right at the end, to give her that kind of little button nose, you just do a little kind of topper like that, okay? Now, let's do the mouth. She's got nice shaped lips, she's got a big smile, and maybe what we'll do is the same thing for the teeth, like we did before. So, here we go. We're gonna go up and smile, and they go like this. Okay, and she's got a big smile. Whoops, that was messy. Big lips. And her teeth go right like that. And fill it in. So that kind of gives an idea. Okay, and she has these little kind of dimples where she smiles. So let's just put those in. Okay, so it's gonna go like that. And like that. See how cute that is? It's starting to take shape. Okay, now the last thing, we're gonna do her eyes and her eyebrows. So we'll start here, and her eyes, kind of at the bottom, go up a little bit. So let's try and do that. So we're gonna go like this, like that. She has bright eyes. Okay, there's one. See how it kind of goes up at the corners? We're going to try and do that again on this side. So, go up. Like that. Sorry again, this marker's so thick, but we're getting there. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's do the hair now too, and then we'll do the eyebrows. Okay, so just follows along her head, follows along and comes back around, okay? So we're gonna go down and around, down and around. And if you wanna do some strings of her hair, like that, and then you can color it in later or something. Let's say she wants, if you have like light colored hair or dark hair. So there, and then all we have to do is the eyebrows, and then we're all done. So right there, they just follow the eyes, and hers are kind of like just a nice little shape like that, and a nice little shape like that. And for cartooning, if you want, you can make her neck just smaller than normal. Put a little t-shirt on her, and there you go, our little girl. Okay, so practice, and we'll get back to doing another one in a minute. All right, well, we're back, and we got Big Mike here. This is who we're gonna do. This is a typical guy for a firefighter that I could draw and we could have fun with. So I thought you guys would wanna do that too. So we've done the little girl, now we're doing the adults. Maybe you can do mom or dad, maybe do mom for Mother's Day or dad for Father's Day sometime, and they'll get a laugh out of your artwork for them, okay? So here again, we're thinking about shapes. When you look at his face, is he square? No. Is he totally round? Not really. He's more of what? The pear shape. I would definitely say the pear shape. So again, draw out your face, kind of figure out where your eyes, your nose, your mouth are gonna be, and then just have fun, okay? So we're gonna do Big Mike right here on the bottom, and we're gonna save room for hair, okay? So we're gonna go in, we're gonna go out, and back around. Okay, like that. Now Mike doesn't have very big ears, so we'll put those in right away, right there. Just the C's, nice and simple. C here, okay? Now we'll do the nose. So we kind of go, line it up, kind of right by his ears, okay? So it goes in and down and around, and then like that. Now Mike's eyes, they're very small. So this one's kind of easy. And they go down, if you notice. So all we have to do is really just kind of go down and down. Kind of gives an idea of what Mike's eyes are like, doesn't it? So there we go. And we can do his eyebrows, because he's kind of got big bushy eyebrows. So these are fun to do when you have different things that you can work on. Now, if you want to give Big Mike a mohawk, give him a mohawk. If you want to change his look, give him a big curly hair. You can give him curly hair. You can have fun with it. Okay? Now he's got a small little mouth. Kind of goes like this. And then a little bottom to it. And then a bottom lip. And then a chin. So, that's Mike. Pear-shaped. Little ears, C's and C's. Do your nose. Squinty little eyes. So now we can put another shirt on Mike and you guys can work on that. And then we have one more to do after this and then we're all done. Okay, I hope you guys are having fun. I hope you're enjoying this and you're in your cozy place where you like to draw. We are working on the very last person and Sherry's just gonna move the camera over to someone very famous. And I'm pretty sure you all will recognize this guy. This is going to be our last one to do. Does anybody recognize that guy? I think you do. It's Pastor Nate. Now, who here can figure out the shape of Pastor Nate? He does have a very nice shaped head, I will agree. But you know what? In a caricature or a cartoon, you don't want to just make it nice. I think he's more of an egg shape, don't you? Maybe an upside down egg. Yeah. So let's draw him. Now, this is the secret to this one. We are going to work on Pastor Nate, and then as a special surprise, we are hoping that you will take a picture of your masterpiece and maybe give it to your parents or your grandparents or a friend and ask them to email it to
Nathan@lakepoint.church. That's NATHAN@lakepoint.church.
So won't that be a treat when he starts getting all these thrivers sending in pictures of Pastor Nate as a cartoon character. And maybe, who knows, maybe he'll take the top 3 and he'll put those on and post them either on our Facebook page or maybe he'll even talk about them during the online service next week. Okay, so here we go. We have Pastor Nate here, and like we said, he's kind of a reverse egg shape here. So we're gonna start by doing a nice round head, okay? And then we're gonna work our way down to that kind of like an egg shape, okay? And we might as well just for now, just put his shirt on him to make him look very professional, okay? So there we go. Now we got our base. So we should start probably with his hair. Oh, wait a second. I guess we don't start with his hair. We're gonna start with his nose. He's got a really nice nose. Very simple. You can kind of just go across, and then go up and kind of around like that. Then his mouth, he's got a nice shape, but it kind of starts a little at the top and goes down a little bit on the one side. So let's do that. So we're gonna go like this, like that, and then come back up. Okay, put in a little bit of his chin. We'll finish up his mouth in just a second. He's got nice little ears. So again, we'll do our C's, go across to the other side and do his C's, or maybe even threes, I guess. Kind of combination between this threes and C's. Okay. Then he's got pretty nice bushy eyebrows. Okay. And let's finish up his mouth. He's got nice fine little lips. He doesn't have big lips. His bottom one is a little bit. We go there and there. And then he's got a nice smile with his teeth. So let's just go like this. Okay. Same thing. Just look for little things that you can find to add in there for his smile. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to do is his eyes. So we remember the shape, how we do them. Okay, kind of go up and down. Okay, and then up. Like that. We're kind of getting there. And kind of work on it like this. Now, if there's things that you don't like, just erase it and try again, because that's the practice. Practice makes perfect. So this is Pastor Nathan. Okay, so thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. We worked on head shapes, we worked on eyes, nose, mouth, ears, all different things. I hope you had a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing some of your art. And like I said, just have a good time with it. It makes people laugh, gives them a smile. And I'm looking forward to seeing your pictures of Pastor Nate. Okay, thanks, Thrivers.
Thanks to those of you who sent in pictures of yourselves practicing your soccer. That's awesome. Take a look at these photos. Remember, if you send in photos to me and let me know that it's okay to share them, I'll include them in our next segment. Next week, my daughter Karis and I are going to be teaching you how to make some homemade bird feeders. You will need the following materials to make your very own bird feeders. Several large pine cones that you can find on an outside adventure, peanut butter or vegetable shortening if you have nut allergies, bird seed, string, pipe cleaners, scissors, and Cheerios. See you Wednesday, Thrivers!